Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to 9.3 videos, and this is going to be 9.3.1 Easy Path, quote unquote, or also the Science Gate. The defenders are going to be Absorbing Man, Angela, Ironfist, Cull Obsidian, Ghost, and there's also going to be a Mojo before the boss. Make sure that you bring in a counter for Mojo or play accordingly. And the bosses are going to be Loki, Korg, and Heimdall. For this video, we are going to attempt the Loki boss. Now the best champions are going to be your heal reversal and petrify champions, and as I am going to use most of them, but if you don't have them you can also use your power sting champions and also heal blockers, but the heal blockers are not really that recommended. Use them only if you don't have any other options, but the heal reversal are going to be the best. You will not require relics, and your boost and masteries can be, if you want to, they will be super helpful. Now let's jump into the fights and check them out. So let's jump into the path. The first fight is going to be Absorbing Man. Now this path is all about regen and unblockable with the Scourge charges. So let me explain. Every 3 seconds a defender will gain a Scourge charge that will increase the damage of him getting unblockable and also regen by 3%. Now the way this works is that you have to bring in heal reversal champion so you can use that heal to your advantage. There is also going to be proliferate with special knockdown. So if there are 10 charges on Absorbing Man and he throws a special attack, you can punish it by a special knockdown, and that will eradicate the charges, giving him burst damage. But if you go above 15 charges, they're going to be eradicated and you are going to get that damage. So be careful about that. Also, every 5 charges of that Scourge, you will get a root on you, as you just noticed, so be careful about that. And finally, there is down and out. You cannot knock down the defender if there is no special attack. You can knock him down, but then you notice now there is a timer and you have to throw a special attack within that timer. So it's best to have a special attack ready and only knock down with special attacks, so you can bypass the down and out node, and the heal reversal will do its work and Absorbing Man will be dead. So the best way to approach the path is to bring in your heal reversal champion. So let's talk about this fight. I'm using an anti-venom and I'm keeping an eye on the Scourge charges. The key one is to keep an eye on the unblockable, and when the Scourge charge gets to 5, because at 5 I will be rooted. Now I'm using an anti-venom. He is SIG 200 from the rebirth event, and all I'm gonna do is to use my SP1 nearby the 20 hit mark or before the 20 hit mark, so I cross the 20 hit threshold so I can apply a lot of those debuffs on Angela. And also I'm using medium light attacks, so I don't change my Spectre debuff to another one. And look at that, Angela is just melting away with all of that regen. So if you play it right, you don't even have to eradicate those Scourge charges. You can kill the defender before that. So again, be careful of those unblockables, because every time there is going to be a Scourge charge, the likelihood of the defender to go unblockable increases by 3%. And also every 5 charges on the Scourge, you will be rooted. I know it looks a lot and it feels like difficult, but after one fight you will get used to it. You just have to keep an eye on the unblockable and those Scourge charges and you're good to go. Here I am taking Ironfist out with a Joe Fix-It. What I'm trying to do is to finish all of my attacks with medium ender so I can get 4 spades. And once I have them, I throw my special attack, and that applies bleeds and also petrify. Now the bleeds are very potent with Ironfist, so you can deal a lot of damage. Now you notice there are 10 charges, so now if I knock him down with a special, he is going to eradicate those charges and take burst damage. But before I can even do that, before you can get to 15, I'm able to bring Ironfist down with Joe Fix-It. So your heal reversal champions are going to melt this path. Now the next fight is going to be against a Cull Obsidian. I'm using a Count Nefaria. This fight takes a little bit longer because you have to build Count Nefaria to an SP2, get those charges as much on Cull Obsidian as possible, and Cull Obsidian is going to be a bit difficult to punish his special attack with yours. So be careful about that. The eradicate might not be there, but that's okay. You can take eradicate damage. You can take 2 or 3 times eradicate damage and you will not die. And besides, there are only 6 fights in the path, so even one of your champion dies, it's okay. You will be able to bring Cull Obsidian down, or any defender for that matter. But to be honest, I don't think that it will take that long, because when the heal reversal kicks in, you really melt away the defenders. So here we are just using counter for area, and I'm going to use my SP2 so I can stack up all of those charges on him and reverse his healing. Now he go unblockable, and I noticed that, and I'm using my intercept with my evade and also my striker for my advantage, and keeping an eye on those eradicate charges so I don't get all of that damage and I can keep throwing my SP2s out. Now remember, for the region to proc, you need to give him more of those skirt charges, so it's a bit of a dance, to be honest. Let him get those skirt charges and hit him during that, and while have your petrify and heal reversal ready, and when the region kicks in, look at him melting right away. So here we are, just using my SP1, reversing the heal, and look at him just melt away. I don't even have to do anything. But Count Nefaria is a slow option, I agree with you. A better option would be Void, Mr. Fantastic, or even Anti-Venom. They are the better options, but Count Nefaria gets the job done as well. And before you know it, we have taken out Cull Obsidian. Now the next defender I'm going to take on is going to be a Ghost, and you will notice that I'm going to use my Mr. Fantastic. Now this is a 6-star rank 4 Mr. Fantastic, and I'm starting off with the 3 debuffs. My whole thing is here, I'm gonna ignore all of those down and out charges. I'm gonna take damage from them, but I'm gonna keep knocking Ghost down so I can get to an SP2 faster. So once I get 2 SP2s up, or 3 of them, then when I get all of those regions up, I am going to melt away Ghost. I do make a mistake here that I will show you in a bit, but here I am, easily Ghost melting already, getting those charges, skirt charges up, and with every skirt charge, the probability of getting the heal is higher. So here there's a down and out charge, and I'm trying to get my SP2 in. She got unblockable and also root at the same time, so it was a little bit of a mess. And then I also took damage from down and out. Luckily I did not get killed, and I got all 3 of my debuffs up, and now you just have to look Ghost melt. I just need to hit her and get those regions up, and before you know it, look at her melt away and she is dead. So Mr. Fantastic is a bit of a setup, but if you have him highly ranked, I would suggest if you use it, otherwise don't bring him up. And the final fight is going to be with Mojo. I'm gonna take with Void. What I'm trying to do here is not to dash back much and just block his specials, because I want to get those petrify charges up as quick as possible. And with the unblockable and the root, he can be a little bit annoying to deal with, but as soon as you get your petrifies up, the fight is almost over. So I'm trying not to give him the charges for the degen, just blocking the specials into a striker, let those skirt charges build up so he can get into region. There we go. I think I get rooted here, and he gets an SP2, throws it in my face, but I'm able to dex it out. And there we go. Now the party really starts. I'm just going away during the unblockable phase, and now I just need 1 petrify with the fear of void, and you will notice Mojo just melting away. Even though I get a little bit of degen damage, I am still able to take him out super quick. The more of those charges will stack, the faster Mojo will die. So you have to be a little patient on this fight. But remember, try not to die here, because he will come back with more charges and that will give him power. But all in all, heal reversal champions are going to do the trick for you. Now the next fight is going to be the boss one, and we are going to attempt Loki. Now Loki is going to be stun immune, and also if you get hit by a special, there will be a charge on you, and if you don't knock him down, that charge is going to explode and you're gonna die instantly, so you have to be careful about that. And every 6 seconds he's going to go unblockable, and also he has a protection that you can remove with a knockdown only. So the important thing is you bring in champions that have very fast debuffs on them. So when I say fast debuffs, do not bring in an anti-venom or do not bring in a void, because their debuffs are slow, and in the meantime the protection comes back and it kind of removes all of those debuffs with the protection backup. So you need champions like Deathless She-Hulk, you need champions like Luke Cage that can apply those 3 debuffs fast, and you can deal 100% of damage because of the node here. Now another good thing about Luke Cage is that he will apply concussions, and he can also disable the node, And another thing is that Loki gains power to an SP1 quite easily. So if you have enough of those exhaustions, the power is also reversed. So Luke Cage is a really good counter. So is Deathless She-Hulk. With her SP2 and the Wither, you can control the power as well. Just be careful about the unblockable, and also just keep knocking him down even with a special attack or a heavy attack, whichever is available, so you can remove those protection and you keep doing that damage. Now if you have an SP2 ready, throw it, and hopefully you have 5 of those exhaustions and you can get those concussions up, because the concussions will turn off all the nodes. The fight might take a little bit long because you have to take some hits in the block and let him throw heavy attack so you can retaliate, but this is probably the easiest boss and the easiest fight. Let me know in the comment section what champion did you use against him, or if you went for another boss, and what were the defenders attackers you used for the boss. I would love to hear from you. And if you haven't checked out my video on the boss, it's on the channel. I'll make a playlist out of it so you can check that out. And one final note for Loki, it's better to push him to an SP2 because it's easier to evade and easier to punish as well. So I hope this helps you out and you're able to get Loki down. It does take a little bit of while. I feel like I've been waffling forever about explaining, but that's how it is. The unblockable, stun immunity, and with a big SP2 you can knock him down, do some good damage, and because you will have all of those debuffs on him, you will need 3 debuffs to deal full damage to him, otherwise the damage will be reduced. So yeah, that's about it for this fight guys. Let me know who you used and I will see you on the next video, that is going to be 9.3.2 easy path or the skill path.